part 9. We're still going. So at the beginning there, I need to say I've lost 2 or 3 days worth of footage. I'm not sure what, quite a bit. So I'm quite a bit ahead because for some reason all the footage got deleted from the camera, which is really, really annoying. No way of recovering it or anything. I spent plenty of time trying to sort it out, but couldn't do it. So I'm gonna have to start from what I've got. I'll take you for a wander around and show you sort of where we are. We'll have to go from there. So I'll probably jump forward a bit, but we're still getting on with the boat, and hope you still enjoy the series. So like I said, I lost the footage, so I'll just basically give you a wander around the boat and we'll just try and update you to where we are. 80% of this side's all done. We've been working on this corner a lot and getting that all reshaped. If you remember before, it was a really flat corner. It's now pretty much in shape and we're getting the line right. These fronts have been skimmed at least 3 or 4 more times now, and we've been flattening them back and trying to get it all straight. And I don't think you've seen, but I am all the way down this side of the boat. It's all sanded, it's been filled twice. We're looking pretty good. The only bit I haven't done is a little tiny bit down here where the outlet is for the bilge pump, because I've got to get in there and just find out how that comes out, or whether it's been sealed in and I can't get it out and I have to break it and get a new one. But otherwise we're all the way along the top. All the way along the bottom. And we've even been doing the line down the middle. So we're quite a way on with this side now. I just wanted to show you that because obviously I'm pretty sure I lost most of the footage of doing that side. So that's where we are on this side. Quite a long way. We're almost further this side now than we were the other side, because there's still some lumps and bumps on the other side, whereas this side's nearly flat all the way down. So obviously we've got to do a lot of sanding. And that's pretty much where we were, I think. I think it's in the rest. We've done this up right up here. Still needs another skim, which we'll do. And I've got to work my way around the front here, getting the rest of this sealer off. I've done some of it. It's such hard work without burning through. If you do it too hard and press too hard and burn through, you end up doing this. And that burns through, which you don't want all the way around, because you've got to cut it all out. And reshape and strengthen all that again, which you don't really want to be doing all the way around all the windows. But I'm doing them bit by bit, just trying to get some off. I'll just keep doing it. It literally takes hours. It's a pain in the butt. I've been trying to do some of it with a little blade, but it just hardly moves. This side we haven't done anything on yet. You can still see the sealers all the way around it, which is horrible stuff. We've had to go on this triangular part. Started to get that flattened down. I'm not going to do anything until I blend in these lines down the bottom first. Then we'll start going up this upright and getting that all flat and blended in. But we've been very, very busy on this side. We've got all this corner right. That was sort of 70% there, but it just weren't quite right in the line and around the side. And that need a bit of a build up. It's alright, sort of from here round. Dips in a bit here and then goes out again. So we're going to keep skimming along here and try and get this all nice and straight. And then the rest you'll see in the video, I think. And not only have I done that, I don't think I'll show you this either, but I came in really early. One of the mornings I was here about 6:30 I think it was, and I spent the first 4.5 hours doing this, which I'm now going to spin around and show you. Quite impressed. It was hard work, but I think you'll be quite impressed with it. So let's spin you around and let you have a look. So yep, I've been inside the boat. And I've done from the far end all the way along and down to where you meet the front caddy post, basically. So this side of the chair, basically down to there. Really hard stuff to sand. Some of it's actually harder than some of the outside. The only thing is in there is you can sit down on something and sort of press against it a bit, but nothing makes it easy, to be honest. But at least we got in there and got on with that, and yeah, I'm quite chuffed with that. So we're sort of coming along quite nicely now. We've obviously got this inner side still to do, and obviously need to get the seat out and take all the steering controls, all this lot out, everything out, and do all in the front, all the uprights up in the roof, up on top of the roof. So we've still got a bit to go sanding wise to get it all flat, but we're certainly well over halfway now, which is pretty cool. Probably more than that, haven't we? Probably 70% of the boat is sanded now and flat and not bobbly. Lovely. So we'll carry on from the original video from here. So there's quite a few things missed out, but I think that's a fairly decent update for you. And we'll carry on from here, and that should all still make sense. So appreciate you watching, and let's carry on with the video. Okay, so I've just wiped down all the front. It's all ready to be skimmed. Just wiped down all the upright. That's all ready, and I've just wiped down all the way down this side. So as you can probably guess, we're going to be fiberglassing all of that, and I've also been doing a fair bit of work on the MG, grinding out the other dents and stuff that we've got. A couple more over here as well. And round on this side, I decided that weren't right. I think some water had got underneath it when it had been outside, which weren't no good, so I just cut the whole lot back and starting again with that bit. So I've been a bit busy, just got to wait for them to flash off a little bit now. We'll get the old mix out, the hardeners, fiberglass, 2 new hardeners, new spreader, always handy, and we'll start putting a bit in there. Let's try and get this a little bit straighter. Trouble is, this stuff, it don't go very far. What we've got to do is quite a lot of straightening. It's a very orange consistency, this one. Weirdo, different tubs come in different consistencies. You've got a bee buzzing about somewhere. Go away, bee. That's pretty much all we can do for the first one we're putting in today. Another one mixed up. Got to start getting this right, haven't we? Takes so much material. Ooh, that looked tough, doesn't it? That will be when I start sanding it. Hopefully we'll get to the point where we have to put the black stuff on this soon and block it down into shape. We're not there yet, but hopefully it's coming soon. I think it's getting leveler, but then I've been saying that for a little while now. That definitely is, but it's so out of shape, it's taking a lot of work. Oh, I could have done with one more really decent bit then from across there. Try not to get too much of this on the green, save me a bit of work. Whew, I do believe it's starting to look pretty good. I'm going to come along here now, I think. Another mix done. It's the thing when of the product come in that you've been waiting for, start using loads of it. Which is a bit of a pain. Before we know it, that'll be empty again. Everything's just so out of shape. Set the pause a bit then and make sure I'd actually grind that all down. So we're starting to meet where we are on the upright. Trying to get it to a certain strength. We want it all the same height coming around that corner and all blended into this one. So I think we're starting to achieve that now. Hopefully you can see what we're trying to achieve. We're trying to get this whole front all level and then actually turn the corner and have that all one consistency along there as well. Which is quite hard work, but that's sort of starting to happen from what I can see. pretty crazy. I'm literally reshaping the whole boat basically into the shapes and getting rid of the ups and downs and everything is out of shape. So I've been doing this for about 45 minutes now, off camera. I've been all the way along the other side and I'm now sorting out the front up here. What I'll do is I'll get this mix on and I'll give you a look at what I've been up to. I'm just trying to get this levelled out along the side here now. This is still the worst bit at the moment, where it's not quite level here and we're still up high here. But every time I put a mix in, we're getting one more step closer, which is always good. Very hard to just get a perfect level with this stuff. It's really sticky and sloppy. We're definitely getting there. Trying to concentrate on the dips, because then I can skim the whole thing again and that should start to level out. That dip there's still a pain, there's still a big hole in the middle there. Oh, never ending job, but that is coming along, people, aren't it? So I'm going to keep putting these in here until we've built the front up, then I'll run you around and show you what's what. This will be quite quick because I'm using the big one now. Just helps pull it into them much deeper holes. Trouble is you get for a mix in like 10 seconds, but that's it. That's leveling that off now. Lovely. Like I said before, it's nothing to do with looking pretty at the moment. It's just a case of getting enough in, you can actually start shaping it up. There's no point in keep sanding it down if that's not anywhere near the depth that you need it, because you're just wasting material then. Right, I'm going to skim this whole corner, and then I think we've got as much in there as we need. Hopefully we'll get it this time. Down the corner. That there is very much how we want it. We've still got some depth further. Yep, starting to go. Come on. You'll see some there. God, this is literally like a rock solid concrete path now. Pretty cool. Well, I'm pretty chuffed with that. I think we're getting very close now. Right, I'll just go and clean these up and I'll take it out of the stand and we'll go and have a proper look at what I've been doing. So yeah, I've been pretty busy off camera for a little while. And as I said to you a minute ago, we've been laying up loads of this fiberglass. I think I've used 3/4 of the tin already. Well, I've been waiting for it to blast it in and get moved along. So let's spin you around and let you have a look and see what I've been up to. Must have done about 20 fills probably, so should be a fair way. So as you can see, I've really been shaping up the front. I know it's really hard on camera to see, but I can assure you the massive great lumps and bumps are gone, and the really big deep dips are gone as well. We've still got to flatten it all down with the long bed sanders and stuff like that, but we're certainly starting to come along now. We've been all the way along here. Loads of tiny fills, which is a pain, especially doing around these and that and getting them level, but starting to be consistent and all one strength, hopefully. It's definitely all smoothed out on all the lumps and bumps along this side as well, so that's pretty good. It's just a case of I have to flatten that down now, and then I'll have to skim the whole lot with the green, the final fill, and then we'll blend in all the way along here on this line and go up and over this upright. Lovely. Now we could, I'm not going to do it because it's still wet, but we can really knock this about now and that'll be nice and tough. Whereas before you saw when I was leaning on bits, some bits were going through and some bits were quite weak and not what we were looking for. We're certainly a lot further than that now. Got to do exactly the same all the way down this side. Already started filling some of the holes and stuff, but again, don't know what you can see, but it's all out of shape. Up and down, dipping in the middle, leaning to side, it's just a bit all over the place, which isn't no good. It's not what we're after. So at some point we'll have to skim all the way along this side as well, and that'll be that tub gone basically. Might actually use what's left in there actually to do that, to get that all strengthened up, because it's nice to get that on and get all that sort of strength back in the boat. You can hear when you hit the boat now, it's like a big thud instead of a little tap. So the boat's definitely getting stronger, and there's plenty more to go to make it even stronger as yet. So not bad, eh? Not bad. So it's got to be time for something to eat for me. Already made these up. I've got a couple of rice cakes with some cheese on, and we're going to go for a protein shake as well, strawberry one today. Whack out our bag, get these out, and I'll see you in a click of the fingers.
15 minutes later.
So I've eaten up and had a drink, and I'm on this side now. And again, just trying to blend everything in. Because obviously I did all that for the corridor, so I'm going to blend it out into the soil. hand that off, you know that. That's good. Tap you with your hammer again next door. Keep it going in as quick as we can at the moment. Be nice if we can get this side all filled up as well. So we're starting to get to one level, got there. And it's all nice and strong. Definitely put some strength into it, because I've just been around the other side and you got a good bump and really knocked it, and that's solid. That's really solid, I feel. What you want, because you want to be able to walk along this round and stuff if you need to do something up there, or etc, etc, you want it to be as strong as possible, and that definitely wasn't. It looks pretty good. It's going in quite nice as well, it's not causing any trouble too much. Shouldn't have said that there, isn't it? That's their pain in that now, get this bowl or something. Caught up to where we've done the screws and the holes, that's what I think. That's good. Wow, which come quite a long way along now, so a bit of it wasn't too deep, which is nice. It's going deep again here now. What I mean is, it's high there and then deep in the middle here. Basically, if I go like that, it's a really low spot in the middle. Definitely don't want. That's what I'm trying to get rid of all the way around the back. So not only is it get rid of the low spot, that's also putting strength into the boat as well, so we get a win-win. Apart from that, loads and loads of work. So we've got it going all green this side, look, where it's reacting with the resins and stuff under the gel coat. Didn't do it on the other side, but it's doing it on this side. Strange, isn't it? They're not find them holes. That ain't very good, is it? Just around these holes, yeah? Can't go over them yet. You have to skip where the holes in there and come back then. Got a little chip or whatever on the side of him. See if that'll fill. Just grind that out. I think it did. I don't know then. Grind that again. It's got all better, you know. You've got these on the front and on the other side, isn't it? So the paint. Still going on. Shame we can't do that bit as well, huh? A bit disappointed with that. Just make sure you can still see what's going on there. I wasn't sure. I moved away from there. The more you do this, the better you'll get at it, and the better you'll be able to lay it down. When you first start, you'll have all lines in it, and that'll be all bobbly, and you'll probably get trapped there and all sorts. But the more you do it, the more you sort of get to know how hard to press and how light, depending on what the substrate is you're going over. And you'll start to get pretty good at it. Same with anything, really, it's all practice. Laying down quite well. Which means it's going to be nice and strong. Filling up these dips that we got. This is a bit of 9 really. If we're going to do the job, we might as well just do the whole job, mightn't we? And I could have done a half decent job of it and then brought it back in over the winter and done it then, but I've already got it stripped down, I might as well get on as much as I can now. So sort them out, I'll get them blown down and we can carry on. So I just blew it all down and then give it a wipe over with the degreaser. It's been about 10 minutes now and I'm back on it again. It's everywhere and stuff. But once it goes off, it's like concrete. Getting into the rod hole a bit from getting fibre out later on. Too much in there. I'm trying to make sure it's all uniform strength. Not most of that, I think. Good enough for that. I'm not sure we've quite got enough of it. Might have. Yeah, look, the seagulls are into place. You come here every single night, they do. Nice, so we're halfway down the boat. I'll do the last bit off camera, you see me do that bit, so I'll bring you back and let you have a look. Okay, so it's been a good half an hour, probably a bit longer than that to be honest. And I've done every little gap all the way down the line. Went back and filled a couple of others as well just to get some shapes. It's looking pretty good. The arms didn't do too good, they're a bit shaky. Had a rough night last night. I got to bed about 4:30 and I woke up again at 7 for some reason, so I only had a couple of hours. So that's made me feel pretty rough today. But we've got loads of this fiberglass all in, all the way down both sides. So we've come quite a long way, that's pretty good. You can see it, both of the posts are much straighter than what they were before. I've also been doing the old MG as well. Got a skimming up the top there where I cut it all out and started again. A couple of skims on the back here. And then I think we've got 3 or 4 around here. Should sort it out as well. But I missed one, there's one here. Only tiny, but that need doing because with the new paint job that will look terrible. So I'll do that next time I've got to get the grinder out to do anything. And then just done a bit of shaping up on here. And I've got to do a little bit down there on the edge of that. So I've been busy. And I don't think that's too bad for about an hour's work. Might have been a little bit more to be fair, but either way, coming on alright. And that's where we are on the two vehicles today. This one over here, I ain't actually done much on this one today. I'm actually waiting to get a chance to move the boat round and take that car out, spin it round, and so I can get to the other side. Got the bonnet here, and I've been doing a little bit on the bonnet. There's a few stone chips and stuff like that, and a couple of dents in it, so I've been sorting them out. As you can probably see, the old guide coat and get it all nice and level. And then obviously just doing the fiberglass as I said about. So been pretty busy, but that's where we are now, and I just need to let that all set off and go nice and hard now. And then I've got a hell of a lot of sanding to do. So I'll do most off camera because there's probably a whole day's worth of sanding there. Both top halves, the front, both sides. No, not both sides, both front sides and one side. And I've still got to get something in that upright there, but I'm going to wait for that upright. That's why I haven't done it yet, because I want to get this all nice and flat and solid, and then I can skim along this line. We can blend it all in along that line, and that will look really good when it blends into all that green up around that post there. So I've got a plan, or I've had a plan all the way along, and the plan was for me to get where I am now by part 10. Well, I've actually done it by part 9, so I'm quite happy with that. And I hope you're enjoying what I'm up to. I know a lot of it is sanding and stuff like that, but these projects are, and if you're going to take on this sort of project, that's pretty much what it is. You're reshaping things, you're filling up, you're sanding, you're cleaning, and that's sort of most of the project really, before you get to like primers, gel coats, paints, flow coats, depending on what you're going to do. That's pretty much your job. I mean, the trailer won't be that sort of job. The trailer will be bear it down on all the rusty bits, get rid of the jockey wheel, probably change the hitch for a new one, probably get a new winch, and bars on the sides that are quite rusty, but we'll see what condition they're actually in under the flaky paint, because I think there's paint on them. If not, they'll need replacing. And then the rest of the trailers are actually quite solid. Bearings and stuff are pretty good, tyres are good. So there's not too much to do on a trailer, hopefully. Should be a bonus. One day what we'll do is, when the boat's in the water, we'll park it up somewhere, and then we'll have a good look at the trailer for that day. Instead of actually going out on the boat, we'll just go over the trailer and do what we can with the trailer. Check all the rollers and stuff, see if any of them need replacing, see if any of them are getting deteriorated on the actual rubbers. They split and they blister and sort of fall apart, if you know what I mean, and go hard, and that's the sort of stuff that damage your boat when you've done a really nice job. That's the last thing you want. So I'd rather pay out and get some new rollers and stuff than have to bring it back in here and spend a month on it sorting out again. Not saying it's going to be done in a month, because I don't think it will be. I'm on, where am I? I think I'm on about a week and a half now. Yeah, somewhere around a week and a half I think it is for me. Maybe slightly longer, I'm trying to think. Maybe 10, 11 days, something like that. It's not 2 weeks, but it's getting that way now. Right. Okay guys, I'm gonna leave this one here. Pretty knackered. As I say, I only had a couple of hours sleep last night for some reason. Literally like 4:30 when I got in bed, and something woke me up. I don't know what it was. I looked at the time and that was only 7. But I couldn't go back to sleep, so I just got up and I'm straight back over here. Can't complain, we've got a really good day in again. It's now getting dark again, so I'll put the hours in again. That's been what, 7 till 7 is 12 hours, isn't it? And that's 20 past 9, so that's 14 and a half hours. So I think that's a pretty good day. Shame we want to do a bit more, want to do a bit of sanding, but I'm ahead of where I wanted to be now, so in the next part is where I wanted to be. I wanted to be where I am now. by the end of part 10, which gives me another whole 14, 16 hours, maybe even a couple of days of part 10. So ahead of schedule, yes. It's not bad, really, seeing them come up against all sorts of things that I weren't expecting to find, like them big lumps on the front. I mean, some of them were just hills like that. They were unbelievable. And like, you can't cut them off, because if you cut them down, you go through the mat and you end up in the wood, and there's nothing there to do anything with. I mean, you could like cut a load out and remat it and stuff like that, but then it's all extra stuff that you don't need to be doing when you can do it that way. And that way, that'll be nice and strong, and I'll be able to walk on it. So this will work. As for the sides, we're just going to keep skimming it up with that green until we get like a nice flat consistency, and then we'll rub the black dust and powder on it to guide us to where the lows and highs and stuff are, and we'll block out. That's all going to have to be done by hand to get that perfectly straight. That's going to hurt my arms, but it'll be good, and it'll be done one day. I'm not going to say how long it's going to take me. In my head, I was thinking maybe 2 months, start to finish, but that's a lot to do in that amount of time, and there's still a lot to do even once I've got this top half and inside all done. There's still a bottom half, there's the engine work, steering, trailer stuff, and then obviously we'll be going out for the old test drive, and fingers crossed everything's good. I've seen it run, but not very well. We need to give it a service. Didn't want to run it too long. I know it starts, but yeah, I think I need a bit of a sort out before we go too far with it. We'll take it onto the Norfolk Pools to start with, I think, and just get used to the boats here, and everything works, work out the chokes and stuff, how the throttle works and stuff like that, how light the steering is, how the boat handles, all that sort of stuff. Then once we've worked all that out, and we're confident with it, we'll probably have a little fish off the back of it, and then we'll be taking it out to sea. And that'll be interesting, one. Probably go somewhere like Braden Water to start with, around the back of Asda at Yarmouth, in the sea water there. We'll have a little go down there, see if we can find a few bass and stuff like that. And then once we're happy with the boat and it's not taking on no water and it's all stable and etc, everything's working, we can head down the Galston River and out the harbour and out onto the sea and fish it all the way along there, all around the Lowestoft, all the way along there. Well, we can go wherever we want, really, can't we? We can trailer it to wherever. We've got quite a few trips planned that are nowhere near here, which are going to take me hours to get to. But like I said, we've got to get it 100% first. We're going to need VHF radios and all that sort of stuff, decent life jackets, backup stuff on the boat in case of whatever. You never know what's going to happen. So it's got to be 100%, but we are putting a fair bit of time into doing this bit, but that'll be good when it's finished. Right, anyway. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Appreciate it. I hope you're really enjoying the series. I'm quite enjoying doing the build, even though it's really tiring. But every day I get to look at it and think, yes, come a bit further. So we're getting to those stages there where the whole boat will be skimmed apart. We haven't done the top half yet up there. Well, we have actually. We started with the other side, didn't we? But we've got them bits to do, but it's not too major. We'll get on them fairly soon. But what the plan was to get the front done where I've been skimming the fiberglass to strengthen it up, because then I can kneel on there, or even stand on there, whatever, which helps me do the uprights, reach the roof and stuff like that, and I ain't got to worry it's going to crack or be soft or anything like that. So that's why I've been spending a lot of time on that front and getting that straight and ready for me to get up there. Right, anyway, so thanks for coming in, and hopefully I'll see you on part 10. 10! Woohoo! We've done 10 parts on it. See you again soon, guys.